Well, they said they fixed the rapid fire and muzzle booster attachments, giving less recoil on the ARs, and they sorta did, but breaking it down reveals something way more confusing now. Let's take a look. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and with any patch they post now, I'm always a bit skeptical on the things they quote unquote fix. So we had to put this to the test, and this can get very confusing very quick. So I need you to pay close attention, and I'm going to try to make this make the most sense that I possibly can. So let's just get right into it. To fully understand, we have to take baby steps to get to the bigger problem. So first up, we have the pre-patch no attachment ACR on the left and the post-patch ACR with no attachments on the right. And on the surface, you can see they increase the recoil on the base gun itself without trying to control any recoil at all. They never made any mention of this in the patch notes, so why is this happening? This was kind of weird to see, and mind you that both of these tests are on the same platform from the same distance with the same controller, zero stick drift, so this is just odd in and of its own. But let's move that to the side for just a moment and take a look at the pre-patch ACR with both the muzzle booster and the rapid fire barrel on the left, and the same gun post-patch on the right. Here's where we can showcase that they did fix the surface recoil of these attachments on the AR, and when looking further, we see the gun as it is now post-patch with no attachments on the left and with both the muzzle booster and rapid fire on the right. Now, first thing I want to point out with this is that it doesn't look like it's quite 30% increase in recoil, but without actually plotting it, I can't say for sure. But that's not even the strange part. Here's the thing that starts to get weird. So in previous testings, I found out that the assault rifles were actually getting the recoil increase from both of these attachments before the patch. But the problem was, it was only when you tried to control the recoil is when it showed up, aka moving your mouse or your right stick. So the way I tested this was I took a Cronus, put in a basic anti-recoil script to offset the base ACR with no attachments, threw the muzzle booster and rapid fire barrel on it, and if there was no recoil or it caused less recoil, then it wouldn't move or it would go down, as the script would be trying to control more recoil than was actually present. But the short I made, you can see here the screenshots I pulled from that. The top screenshot is the script working on the base ACR no attachments, and the bottom one is the same script active, but with both the muzzle booster and rapid fire barrel equipped. All of this pre-patch. And the recoil does go up by about 30%, so this shows that the recoil was there, but it was only showing up when you tried to control it. Now let's fast forward to last night, where I made a new script, saved it, test fired to ensure no recoil was happening, as you can see on the left, and then used that same script to test the gun today with no attachments, and now it's going down. So our first test showed that they had increased the recoil on the ACR with no attachments without trying to control anything. But now when you try to control it, there seems to be less recoil than there was before. And if that wasn't weird enough for you, let's look at pre and post patch with muzzle booster and rapid fire. And here we see that yesterday, using those two attachments with the script, it went up a bit as we expected it to, because like I said, when you tried to control the recoil, which is what the script is doing, the actual increased recoil shows up from these two attachments. And a quick reminder that the script being used in all of these tests are the same one made the night before the patch, and it was made to offset the base ACR with no attachments. So now on the right side is the post-patch muzzle booster and rapid fire ACR, and the recoil barely moves, if at all. So this tells us that the base ACR recoil pre-patch is exactly the same as the post-patch ACR with muzzle and rapid fire when trying to control the recoil. So how does this even happen? Honestly, I have no clue. It's so jumbled, but the conclusion I can give you is that these attachments are not fixed, and they do not do what they say they do. They may look fixed on the surface if you just shoot a target in the firing range without trying to control any recoil, but when you try to control it, everything gets jumbled. So post-patch ACR with both of these attachments is now actually easier to control than it was pre-patch. So you actually might find yourself overcompensating for the recoil for the first little bit when you start to use these weapons. Another bang up job by the XDefiant devs, and now you see the problems that can happen when you don't actually test your game, and you just skim social media and big content creator pages to find issues. For once, just once, I want them to just stop being reactive and be proactive. Also, really quickly wanted to point out that the career stats page that they said they were going to fix the KD, everything except the KD is actually fixed. And I'm not just saying that because my KD hasn't moved. I know it's not going to move in just a few games, but not even the trend on this one has changed, whereas all the other ones are changed. And I actually had to play a couple games for this to even update to change anything, so I'm starting to wonder if they even tracked anything while it was broken on this page. And then also, we're going to get the new map Daytona one day earlier than we originally thought. Well, originally we're told. They said August 2nd, and I thought it was going to be like August 6th or something, and apparently we're going to get it tomorrow on August 1st. So I guess that's good, assuming that it's not broken or there's anything crazy wrong with that map. Also did want to let everybody know that I'm going to be having a live stream this Friday on August 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can come in. If you think my takes are bad, join the stream, have an actual discussion with me live, so maybe I can elaborate on what my take actually is so that it's not misunderstood or misconstrued. And who knows, maybe you can sway my opinion in one way, or maybe I can make you see it my way. No need for name calling, just constructive criticism, constructive debate, constructive discussion about the game. Anyway, let me know if all this made sense in the comments. I know it's confusing. I really did try my best to explain it. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.